And a Disney vacation.
Booyah!
Alright, guys. So basically, some people were asking about the merchandise and the confusion. Because you get some people get discounts, some people don't get discounts, and they're trying to figure out what's going on when that Disney World property. Um, and then some people are actually having difficulty to even operate the merchandise they're buying because they don't know exactly what's going on. So let me start to tell you about the Disney Company. The Walt Disney Company inside Walt Disney World has numerous of third-party vendors. Third-party vendors operate like this. They have a deal or something with Disney, a contract, a certain amount of years, a amount of months, whatever, and then they sell their merchandise. The people who work for third-party vendors are not Disney cast members. They do not have to treat you like the same way as Disney cast members, and they do not have to do anything that Disney cast members do. They can have tattoos, they can have dyed hair, they can not shave, they can have full beards. They don't have to dress a certain way. Usually, typically, the third-party vendors will provide them a costume and a name tag, um, but they do not get paid by Disney. If they're on Disney property, so basically, if they're at Disney Springs, inside Walt Disney World theme parks, they will basically almost have to follow the same guidelines and how they operate in order to stay Disney on property in one of the theme parks. They do not have to buy by the Disney look. The cast members do not have to act the Disney way. So let's start off with inside Disney parks. When you're at Epcot, this is a big one. When you're at Epcot and you have an annual pass or you're a Disney cast member, usually Epcot in front. So all the rides in the front, they usually typically give you the regular discount. When it comes to food and merchandise inside the World Showcase, we're talking from Mexico all the way to Canada. All these are considered third parties. They're international cast members that country provides for Disney World, Epcot. They're not they're getting paid by Disney, but at the same time the country is operating out of their country. If you're an annual pass holder and a cast member, you do not get directly discounted rate. Some countries do not offer a discount at all. Some countries offer you a discount, 10%, something like that. When you're over at the United Kingdom Pavilion, which is usually England, some people say, they have a gift shop. They have one, two, three. There's about three gift shops, a fish and chips, and a Rose and Crown, a bar, pub, and a little restaurant. In there, they do sell merchandise that's strictly from the United Kingdom. Um, when you're in these gift shops, and I'm talking any gift shop in the world of Disney, this, any gift shop in the World Showcase, okay, pay attention to the price. Okay, here it is, $44.99, $45 for a mug. I would have never paid it. I wasn't paying attention. I was just looking for something with King Charles because I have something already with Queen Elizabeth when I went over there to United Kingdom, Diamond Jubilee, and I knew maybe they may have something memorabilia from his coronation. And to commemorate the coronation, King Charles, His Majesty, um, mug. And so when I got home, I realized, wait, $45 for a mug? Yeah, because it's 14 karat gold plated. King Charles, and this is plated with gold. Okay? Also, when you're in the United Kingdom, now this is also drinkable. You cannot put this in a dishwasher. You have to wash this by hand, and it cannot go in the microwave. And it's basically something that I would just use as a display. If you want to drink out of it, okay. But if not, okay. I only got 10% off discount, not 20, because again, it's third party. This right here is a set of keychain. It's one keychain with Peter Pan and Wendy. Okay? You're gonna have teal. You're gonna have like other colors maybe, like it's gonna say red, yellow. And what you're gonna do is they don't always put the price on these. So you have to look on the little key plated thing and a plaque, and it's going to tell you exactly how much these items are. So what they're doing is, instead of putting the prices on each one that's like this, they're telling you on a little marquee, oh, teal is $45, $25, and that's what they're doing. And most Disney gift shops, even if it's third party, that's what they're doing now. So a lot of the stuff that you can get at Disney that you would just flip over, like my mug, will have a price tag on it. And now they're going to this. So keychains, anything that usually is on a rack or spindle, like sunglasses, light up toys, they're going with a number. That was also in the World Showcase United Kingdom Pavilion, which is the same where I got my mug. And then we're going over to Raglan Road, which is third party, over at Disney. They have amazing jewelry. It's an Irish gift shop, or Celtic gift shop as I would call it, at Disney Springs. It's also a restaurant. You can look at it in one of our videos. And they also have the price tag on the back. These is a third party seller where I got my Guinness hat. But as you can see, the name of the company, handcrafted leather. Now, here is a good deal. I'm smart. I go to thiscompany.com and I look for this item. Then I look for this price. Minus my 10% discount, this is the steal. It was like $40 on their website. And I'm just going to Disney Springs, going into the Irish Celtic gift shop, and I'm finding massive jewelry. I got him one. I got him a Trinity necklace and earrings, and he got this bracelet. While you're in Disney Springs, go over to Raglan Road. If you don't want to eat there, don't want to listen to the band, just remember you can also sit at the bar and listen to the band, listen to the music, and have a nice little cup of beer, drink, whatever you want. But shop in the gift shops, especially for stuff like this, for your wife or yourself, daughter, whatever, and they're Celtic and they're or they Irish or Scottish, English, and they want something like this. This is not at Disney inside their parks. This is actually Disney Springs, Raglan Road, where I used to work, Cook Dublin. But you can also get these little items. Another thing that people were actually commenting about is Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano right now is hard to find. Some of the stuff you can find are like in the gift shops. They're pins. They have no shirts yet, no hats yet. Again, the show is not starting up until end of August, mid-August, this coming month. And a lot of people are actually having a hard time with these black backs. And you see what I'm talking about the yellow thing. So that's what I'm saying. So these are going to be at a marquee that tell you how much the prices are, because they don't want to keep sticking in on this because I guess they're lazy. So you basically take the black back off, and you can get what is called a lock back. So you take the lock back off, okay, and it comes with a tool, which looks like a Allen wrench. I have to talk to my uncle Eric about that. He'll tell me exactly what tool that is, because he does that for a living. Alright, So basically, I have my Oswald pen. Okay, I take the black thing off, this black thing off, okay, and makes it more secure. So you can have a little thing like that, and you take the hole and you unscrew it, okay, and the little black piece that holds the pen itself together comes out, see, and you don't want to spin it too much because the entire thing comes out. One thing's got a square, the other one's got a hole, circle, that's round and goes through. That's a circle. And you put it through. Well, first you take off the tool. Okay, so you take off the tool after you loosen it up. And you take the hole and you insert it. And you make sure it's kind of tight. And then you take the tool and you want to tighten up the pen itself. Okay, once it's snug, you want to make sure that it doesn't come off, okay? So you can pin it up to something, your lanyards, your backpacks or whatever, and you just take this, put it on first, through which you're having it on it, and then you screw it. And you've got to make sure that it's screwed on tight, so that way it won't come off. We were having issues with some pins just completely falling off, and we were losing the pen. And someone suggested this idea of lockbacks, which is now more convenient because Jughead, he had a backpack with a pen, and the pen just flew off, and we had the black original pen, and we lost the pen. Now it ain't going off. So this is it's a color lock thing. You actually get 10 lock pins and one tool, and this was $12.99. And all your pins you use on a lanyard or a backpack, or wherever how you want your pins, you have the lock pins additional, okay? So nothing's flying off, which is a very good thing. Also, one more thing that we were also having issues with because people today don't use it. I looked directly at it and I was like, oh my goodness gracious, I had to have it because I always wanted to do it, and my Aunt Janet always wanted it, and I hope she got it, but I'm not sure. I have to ask my dad because this is, God knows, plus I make things up according to him. I'm psychotic. Oh, it never happened. She never won. Okay, whatever. You just don't remember. Okay. It's a coffee press, espresso, whatever the hell you want to call it, French press. It has a Mickey thing on it. It's silver. It is made of glass. Red bottom, blue top, and then red Mickey puller. So I'm going to teach you how to operate this thing, okay? So you want to pull the top up. You can, if you have like a coffee maker, you just want to take the water, pull it through, just water, no coffee. Or you can take a tea kettle. You don't want it boiling hot, you just want it regular hot because you're going to drink it. You put water up to how you think you want it. I usually put it up to here. And then I put 4 teaspoons of grinds in here. Once the hot water and grinds are here, I shake it up, blend it all up. And then I do this, and I let it seep for 4 minutes. After 4 minutes is done, you slowly press down on Mickey's head. And then basically he'll going to be sticking up a little bit because your coffee grinds are going to be right here. Yeah. And then you're going to pour it into your mug like this. Now be careful when you push down on the thing, not you're going too fast because it's going to spill out here, it's going to blow up. I'm telling you, it's crazy. You're going to have hot water all over yourself. The tea bags for tea, I cut them up, 2 or 3 of them, and I put them in here with the water, and I mix them if I want hot tea, and I let it do that. It's the old way of making coffee or doing coffee. It's more cleaner taste, but it also has the Mickey logo. So I do it this way for myself. And I hate to say this if it's for people who don't want to do this and they don't want to wait. They have impatience and they're ADHD and ADAD and they're, have mental health problems. Like, it's got to come now. Do the electric. This is for show. You have to have patience. You have to have time. You got to heat up the water. You got to wait 4 minutes. And you got to push down slowly. I mean, I'm not talking, hours. But I'm talking like, very slow. And believe me, the difference between coffee and the Mickey thing and the coffee pot, you're going to love this. But again, this is not for everyone because not everybody has patience, time, and they want to just constantly move around because they okay, end of the story. So that's basically it. We also had an issue with a Tron vest coat that we bought and it didn't work when we got home. And then we looked and kept looking and looked at the battery, changed the battery, and come to find out that the entire coat was broken because one of the wires wasn't even in there. So I got me a Tron vest coat, and this was the one that I had to go return. Remember, most products you have to return within 30 days with your receipt. If not, you cannot get exchange or return. Even though I'm an annual pass holder, it was really hard for me to even go back because I was like, oh my god, I gotta go to Magic Kingdom, I gotta get on the monorail, get off the monorail, get on the train, get off the train. Forget it. So if I have a day that I feel good and I can go do this, then I can do the exchange. Please, before you buy these coats, make sure that it works before you buy it. Because the issues that I was having, like I said before, it did not light up. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the pocket on the left side of the coat, and you're going to pull out a black box. It has a place where you can, there's a screw. They do come with batteries. Basically there's a switch that you want to make sure that when you buy it, that your jacket itself lights up. So this is the front. Okay, and then this is the back, and this too lights up. It's amazing, and I would wear it all the time, but unfortunately in Florida it's too doggone hot to do anything. So I'm wearing this in the basically winter, which is probably just one day out of all 12 months, and I'm not joking. So I'm keeping this for, I don't know, because I have an ECV GoGo scooter, and that will look like my motorbike. So when I'm at Magic Kingdom, I look like a Tron person, a character from Tron. Because I'm about to show you something else. There's some flipping amazing with this, because I would wear this and then have it something on my scooter. Here is my Tron backpack. Actually, this is 2 pieces. Okay. 2 separate devices, well, 2 separate items. You have a backpack that doesn't light up, does not make sound, and you put a lot of stuff in there. There's no extra pockets or anything. It's just a regular old backpack. It has Tron written on it, and you have to keep this in mind because they're not going to tell you this. This cannot get wet. If you're in the park in the rain, whatever you have in here is going to soak. This is not rainproof, winterproof, so snow, you think it's cool, stay away. Because I learned the hard way. I put a lot of stuff in here one time at Magic Kingdom, and everything inside plus this got soaked, and I was very hard to see if this was even going to work. It did work, but I remembered, hey, I better check, and sure enough, luckily I did, because this was soaking wet and everything inside, and this was actually gonna not work anymore. Um, this right here is the Tron. You have three things. You have three off, you have on, and then you have Bluetooth. When you have it off, of course it's off. You have it turn it on. You turn it on, it lights up. Okay? And then you have it on Bluetooth and it plays music from your phone, and this is your speaker. Um, Inside here, you can get what is called an identity chip, and I'll tell you guys more about this. I have a figure that has the identity chip. You put it in here, it's going to light up the color that you wanted. So in my case, it was blue. So this would light up blue, and then it would play music, and from my phone, um, and then it'll play, you know, and then there's your backpack for nighttime. Now, if you Bluetooth this to your phone, this is going to be a loudspeaker, and you have your identity chip in here if you want it. It's going to light up the color you choose. So I choose blue, this would go blue, and the identity chip taken out, this is what it's going to look like. But if you have no identity chipped in here, and you're playing music, it's going to change whatever colors it wants to. And unfortunately, I can't play music right now because YouTube has a copyright saying, hey, if you're playing this song, you were copywriting you. So I don't want to play a song and then get copyrighted. So unfortunately, I can't do that. If you see me in the parks, hey, Mr. Keith or Mr. KJ, whatever you want to call me in the parks, hey, can you stop and give me a demonstration, because I'll eventually, in October, fall, summer, fall and winter and possibly spring, I'll have this out in the parks, and you're going to see me in my little scooter. But again, it just takes off, puts back on, turns off. You know, it's really not that hard to do at all. And that's it. You put it back together, and you're done. Now, I'm going to talk to you about my experiences with the Tron merchandise. It's not fun. The cast members there, according to me, allegedly does not know what the hell they're doing. It's a new attraction, and I don't know what the heck they are doing. I go in there, I buy stuff like this. They have no idea how it operates. I had to figure this out on my own. The coat, like I said, I bought the coat vest. I came home, but in the gift shop they had like a little try me. The little wire came on, oh poof, everything was working. So I found the one that would fit me. I did the mobile checkout, and then I left. Well, it's too hot. I'm not going to wear it. So I came home, and I tried it on. Bam, it doesn't work. I had the receipt. I brought it back over there, and I went in the queue line where you checked out. Totally oblivious as to what happened, what's going on, even if the damn thing was even in their gift shop. The cast members were like, huh, what? Completely rude. I had to get a manager. The manager, I think is a coordinator or team lead, whatever they want to call the next step up, it was able to help me out. They knew what was going on. They were able to grab the new vest off the shelf, bring it to me, apologize that no one checked it, and I was out on my own trying to figure out how things work because nobody knew how it was working. The identity disc, the backpacks, everything was explained to him. Like when I came here, nobody knew anything. They were just standing up, holding the wall, and they did not know how to operate anything. And I pushed them to the side and pointing at these two cast members that was standing up doing nothing. And I said, see what I'm talking about? And if you come behind me and hiding, and I'm going to ask them the questions that I need about these two, along with my vest, you're going to experience the problems that I have. And I'm not just me. Every guest customer that walks into these stores are having these issues. They're not checking if the items work at the thing. They're not giving the display or a spiel how the items work. They're not doing anything. And so, sure enough, I the the coordinator, team lead, manager followed me behind. I act like a regular customer. He stepped to the side, and he was listening to everything I was trying to say. Sure enough, these two customers didn't have no clue as to what was going on. And then I said the same thing about the coat. I said, again, they didn't have no clue. They were more about talking about what's going on after work or doing whatever work, and they had no clue. So that he apologized. He said, "This is not Disney standards. This isn't how Disney operates." Sure. And kept spilling, mouthing off like all kinds of crap, and I didn't want to hear it. But pay attention for when you buy something at Disney that either lights up, makes sound, pull string, wind up, that the doggone thing works, and you, your consumer, knows how to operate the items. If you don't know, ask for the cast members with a smile. That's not frowning and holding up a wall. And if the cast members do not know how to operate the items that they're selling in the gift shop, talk to the manager, have the manager come size it, light it up, wind it up, whatever you need. Because you are buying the product and going home, and all of a sudden, boom, none of this shit's working. Don't be in the same predicament as me, especially when you're disabled like myself. You don't have time for BS. You want to make sure everything's working. You're buying the product, because you never know when you're going back into these theme parks and you have a 30-day warranty. Because if anything doesn't work, doesn't operate by the time you get home, you have 30 days from the date on the receipt. Not when you get home. Date on the receipt as to when you bought the items to return it or exchange it. On my behalf, I returned it and then had to do an exchange because they didn't know how to operate even the computer systems to do an exchange. They rang me up as a new sale, and then they said, "Oh, you can tap." I'm like, "What am I tapping?" "Oh, your phone, you need to pay." I don't need to pay anything. I'm here to exchange the items. I'm not buying this. I've already bought it. I'm returning it because it didn't light up, and my vest didn't light up. Oh, So the manager ended up coming around to assist. And this is a stupidity you have to deal with. And I'm sick of it. This is a Disney Park exclusive. When we talk about third party, it's Kate Spade. This is leather. This was $100. This is only in Kate Spade's down Disney Springs. Kate Spade Disney Springs has a store there with exclusive items that you can only get in that store only. And a lot of third-party vendors at Disney Springs is this what I'm talking about. Is you can get a discount. I think maybe this is 10% off with your annual pass. I'm not sure what it is with a cast member. But you get these third-party vendors like Kate Spade. They come in, have a booth, and you can buy exclusive merchandise from that store. This is a wallet, and then Jughead wanted a bag. So I have to commend Kate Spade because they oh my goodness, it came with the bag, it came with a green bag, it came with all this stuff. But this is a Kate Spade bag. They all exclusive to the parks. It's a leather bag that Jughead bought. Okay, it's got a little purse pouch there. Kate Spade leather, you can smell it. It's definitely made out of leather. It retailed for $358, and then this retailed for $100. So $458 minus 10% is what we paid for this. But again, pay attention if you're a Kate Spade lover and you like Disney and Kate Spade. Every quarter, they change out the style and the merchandise they set. So this is Minnie Mouse, and maybe in 3 months, they said in October they're going to change another design. So you want to go in every 3 months to the Disney Springs Kate Spade gift shop and see their new design. That's exclusive to that store, and you cannot buy this anywhere on Disney property other than that Disney store. Okay, not Disney store, Kate Spade store at Disney Springs. Okay, it's very cute, very adorable, not too expensive. It's adorable. I love it. Jughead loves it. So that's what's going on about certain things like this. That certain, places you only get, merchandise in third-party gift shops. They're exclusive to that gift shop that you cannot find anywhere else on property. So again, this was at United Kingdom Pavilion at Epcot. This hat and this and then the necklace he has and the earrings are at Raglan Road, Disney Springs. This is at Disney Springs Kate Spades, and this was over at United Kingdom, with the mug. And this was in a gift shop. I had actually got this at Disney All-Star Sports because we only had it $100 a night and hotel stays. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. And another video about discounts when it comes to hotels. But isn't this nice? I love it. I drink out of this all the time. I prefer tea. I sometimes make the tea, let it cool off, put the tea in the refrigerator, and, Anyway, I hope this helps you out a lot, guys. Please pay attention to what you're buying. If you have any questions, ask the cast member that's smiling, not frowning, and grumpy, doesn't know nothing besides nothing. If any of the cast members in the gift shop don't know what's going on, can't answer your questions, get a manager. Also, pay attention to these Travelers mugs. Travis mugs, they hold your drink. They're very beautiful, and they're in the parks. But I have an issue. This is a regular glass that you would put ice in it, and then it would sweat. So basically, it would put water all over the table. This right here, you can put drink and ice in it, and it doesn't sweat. That's the only difference is the two. If somebody would have told me this, I would have never bought this, because this is not convenient at all. You put ice, you put soda in there, or you drink in there, and the same as this, it doesn't hold the ice well, and the drinks stay cold hardly at all. The difference between this and this is nothing when it comes to temperature, time, ice, and your cold beverages. So I wanted to let you know about that. Now the difference between this mug, which is a Yeti, and this mug, which is a Travis, is this doesn't hold drinks cold enough. It goes fast. It doesn't sweat, which doesn't put water on the table. This right here is a Yeti. It's thermos. It'll keep drinks hot and cold for a very long time. This is my favorite. So if you're in the theme parks and you want to buy something like this, please note your difficulty, my difficulty. You will have my difficulty I had. I'm looking for something like this with a Disney logo, Disney style, that's made out of thermos, because it keeps drinks hot and cold and it doesn't sweat, put water on the table. And to me, it was a ripoff because I love Tiana and it doesn't keep my drinks cold long enough, and it's just not purpose. And as soon as I get something like this with Disney style on it, I'm throwing this away, or I'm giving it to one of you guys or a friend, because this is ridiculous.